Hi everybody and welcome to YoGrá Yoga Studio. My name is Christine and today I'm going to teach you the Ujjayi Breath. So the Ujjayi Breath is a warming and detoxifying breath. It's a great breath for building heat in the body, and it's often used during a vinyasa or an Ashtanga practice as the focal point of the practice. So during the practice, we're tuning in with the breath, listening to it throughout the practice. Your teacher will probably bring reference to the breath quite a lot during the practice, and it's a great tool or feedback for you to let you know how your practice is going. So if you're going beyond your edge, your breath will speed up and it might become harsh and laboured, and then you'll really be able to hear that with the Ujjayi breath. So it's a great way to guide you in your practice. It's also a really nice way to meditate. So it can be almost used like a mantra in meditation. So during mantras, we're repeating the same thing over and over again. And with the Ujjayi breath, the sound of the Ujjayi is a constant. It's there all of the time, and it can just bring you really into a nice deep meditation. So as I said, it's an audible breath. You can hear this breath. So for some of us, in the beginning, when you start to practice this, you might feel a little bit self-conscious, and that's okay, but you're probably at home in the comfort of your own home and not in the yoga studio right now, so you can do it as loud or as quiet as you like. You can hear it inside of your own body, so in your throat, in your chest, and in your head as well. And yeah, I'm going to show you what it sounds like first of all, and then I'm going to show you the techniques that we'll use to do this breath, and then we'll practice the breath together. So this is what the Ujjayi breath looks and sounds like. So I hope my microphone is picking it up there. It's sometimes sounds a little bit like Darth Vader. So, you know, he's got that big black helmet on him and he's like breathing really deeply and like, so it's kind of sounds a little bit like that. And when I teach it to kids and teenagers, I always just call it Darth Vader breath, and they love it. So if you've got kids at home, they can be doing it with us as well. So a technique that I like to use to learn the Ujjayi breath is if you pretend that you've got a mirror in your hands and we want to fog up the mirror. So we're using an open mouth to do this. We're breathing in through the nose, and then we'll make a big ha sound out through the mouth to fog up the mirror. So let's do it 3 times. When you're ready. So that's the action that you want in your throat, that constriction. But now we're going to do it with the mouth closed. So when you're ready, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, bring that constriction to the back of the throat. So it's like a gentle closing at the epiglottis, and it's going to start to create that oceanic whirling sound. Really nice. So you'll notice in your own body and in your own mind, you're going to be able to hear this. It probably sounds a little bit louder to yourself than it does to other people, so don't worry too much about that. When you've been practicing this breath for a little bit longer, you'll begin to start to make that sound on the inhale and the exhale. It's a little bit trickier. So that's why when I'm teaching it, I always teach it on the exhale first, because it's like the exhale is pressing the breath out and you can really start to create that sound. In the beginning, you might just feel that your breath is here in your throat, but eventually it starts to expand to the upper chest. It's a good idea as well to sit up really nice and tall when you're doing this breath. Of course, if you need support, then sit in a chair and make sure you've got a cushion behind your back to prop you up. Let your shoulders and your face relax. The hands can be resting down onto the lap as we begin. And then we'll get ready to start. So we're just going to do a few rounds of this breath this time, and then you can practice it yourself afterwards. So when you're ready, close down the eyes. Allow the focus to rest inwards. And just become aware of your natural breath to begin with. So just knowing when you're breathing in and knowing when you're breathing out. And begin to bring your focus down towards your pelvic floor, so right down at the base of the body. And see if you can get an engagement here with the muscles of the pelvic floor. So it's a gentle tone. And you can think about drawing pubic bone and tailbone towards each other for this gentle upward lifting action. So you don't need to grip on tightly, it's just an awareness. And then with your next exhale, draw the low belly back towards the spine. As you breathe in, the belly will naturally fill with air, but each time you breathe out, see, can you draw the belly back towards the spine? So we're finding an awareness here with the pelvic floor and the low belly. And in yoga, these are two energetic locks. So the pelvic floor one is called Mula Bandha, and the low belly lock is called Uddiyana Bandha. So if you're new to these, don't worry about it too much. Just really find that awareness with the muscles of your tummy first. Lengthening the inhale, lengthening the exhale, and breathing in and out through the nose. So the mouth stays closed for this practice. If at any stage you need to stop, then please listen to your body and come back to a natural breath. Otherwise, we'll begin to create the sound of the Ujjayi. So breathing in and out through the nose, a slight constriction at the back of the throat. So that gentle closing at the epiglottis to create the oceanic sound. Listening to the sound of your breath as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Keeping the shoulders and the face relaxed. A gentle tone with the bandhas. Let's take a few more Ujjayi breaths here. In your own time, returning to a natural breath. So just observing any sensations in the body, physical or otherwise. Just noticing the energy in the body. Just becoming aware of your natural breath. And when you're ready, blink the eyes open if they're closed and bring the gaze back around to the room. So I hope you enjoyed using the Ujjayi breath and learning this pranayama technique with me. And I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you all very much. Namaste.